Good day, everybody. This is Greg with Sigmar and Son, and we're going to do a quick video today talking about the General's Handbook 2020, the errata and points changes that came out on the PDF. I know that I always get the PDF and I'll see what changed. They'll have an asterisk tell me what changed, but I really won't know, did things go up, did things go down. So I thought it'd just be a quick video here where we go over everything that did change. So real quick, we have an overview, and let's take a look. So Cities of Sigmar, this was the first book that came out that didn't have any changes to it in the regular General's Handbook. So we see that Iron Breakers were go to 110 or 270 on a horde discount, and that's 20 down 20 per unit. Longbeards go to 100/240, down 10 points for a unit. Steam tanks went down to 180. The steam tank with commander down to 230. Both of those went down 20 points. The battle mage went up 20 points to 110. And the warden king down 10 to 100. Blackguard down 10 to 130. The drake spawn knights, these guys changed where they didn't have any points changes, but they changed the max unit size was increased to 20. The executioners went down 10 for a regular unit to 120, but the horde discount of 330 still stayed the same. The free guild greatswords went down 20 to 140/360, and the scourge runner chariots went up 20 from 80 and a discount of 210. Next up, we have Seraphon. Now Seraphon, this one was just kind of an amazing to me that Croak didn't change and go up, or that the Salamanders and Razordons kind of only, Razordons didn't go up and Salamanders only went up what they did. But anyway, the Sars Old Blood on Carnosaur went down 20 points to 230. The Skink Oracle on Troglodon went down 40 to 220. The Stegodon with Skink Chief went down 20 to 250. So the gist here is that the big dinos went down in points. The monsters are not worth as much as they originally had thought. Salamander Hunting Pack went up 30 points, and that's pretty significant percentage wise, up to 110. But those guys really do some damage. Next up, Disciples of Tzeentch. The first thing here is an errata. And basically they're changing the Gaunt Summoner of Tzeentch, the Book of Profane Secrets. We're going to change the first line of the summon unit list to 5 Horrors of Tzeentch. So instead of this guy summoning 10 pinks, he's only going to summon 5. Now he can still summon the other stuff, but when you really had the 5 or 10 pinks, it was really just an insane amount of wounds. But with that change, the Gaunt Summoner didn't go up, so I was kind of surprised about that. Next, the pink are the Horrors of Tzeentch, went up 20 points to 220. The Changeling went up 20 points to 140, and the Flamers of Tzeentch went up 20 points to 140. And so with these changes, I think that the battalion, Change Host Battalion, is going to go up quite significantly, so you may not see it as much. I would have liked to seen some Zangors go down, because I think that they, with their changes, are not near as good as they used to be. So on to the next thing, the Kharadron Overlords. We had a lot of changes here, and shooting is back. Basically all the boats went down. Arcanaut Frigate went down 30 to 220. The Arcanaut Ironclad went down 30 to 480. The Arcanaut Admiral went up 20 to 120. The Grunstock Gunhauler went up 20 to 130. The Endrin Master with Dirigible Suit went down 30 to 190. And that's as big a change as you're going to see, is down 30 points. Brock Grungerson, don't know how to pronounce that, Lord Magnet of Brocknar, went down 20. And then their battalions all went down 20 points. The Grunstock Escort Wing, the Iron Sky Attack Squadron, and the Iron Sky Command each went down 20 points. Ossiarch Bonereapers, now another one of the big bad boys that everybody has been talking about. There's an errata on the Petrifex Elite. So basically what they're doing is Unstoppable Juggernauts. Change the rule text to Reroll save rolls of 1 for attacks made with melee weapons that target Petrifex elite units. Now, this used to be add 1 to the save roll, and so this is kind of huge because it's just reroll save rolls of 1. They can still get their rend attack by clicking their command ability. But then I guess some of their bigger units trying to get some other play. The Immortus Guard went down 20 to 180. The Arachai went down 20 to 190. The Morghast Harbingers went down 20 to 190. And the Necropolis Stalkers went down 20 to 180. And I guess notably we also didn't see the Mortek Crawler change in any points at all. And I know that that's one that people kind of have their eyes on also. Next up, Ogor Mawtribes. So basically here we have the Thundertusk Beast Riders down 30, the Frostlord on Thundertusk down 40, and the Huskguard on Thundertusk down 40. So to 270, 350, and 300 respectively. And so basically all the Thundertusks went down in points. Maybe that's because they can't take the Ethereal Amulet anymore. And they're just not, I guess their output, damage output, not quite as much as they thought they were going to be. Orruk Warclans, kind of a mishmash here. The Maniac Weird Knob went to 140, up 20 points. The Mega Boss, just on foot, went down 10. The Weird Knob Shaman went up 10 to 120. The Savage Big Boss went down 10 to 90. The Ard Boys went up 10 to 100. And the Brutes went down 10 to a 130. So honestly, I'm not very well known. I don't know much about the Orruk Warclans. But it does seem that maybe the casters went up a little bit, and some of their regular units went down. Wrath of the Everchosen book. Now this book didn't have any War Scrolls or anything, but the errata that they're talking about, where the summon Horrors of Tzeentch, again, they're changing this to be where you can only summon 5 Horrors of Tzeentch instead of 10 pink Horrors of Tzeentch with the Unyielding Legions. And that's a good change. Right now, it was too much. Slaves to Darkness. We're going to continue on with the Gaunt Summoner change. Again, it can summon only 5 Horrors of Tzeentch instead of 10. So Chaos Marauders, these guys were pretty nasty, and they've gone up 10 points to 160, but that's 10 points for a unit of 20, so it goes to 320 for a max unit size of 40. Chaos Warriors went down 10 points to 90. I'm not sure if that's still enough or not. The Chaos Lord on Karkadrak, that guy went down 20, and I was glad to see that because he seemed like he didn't quite have a role in the army. Now, big thing here seemed to me, Chaos Knights went down 20 points to 160. The Chaos Knights with the Chaos Lord on Karkadrak, you could make that do some work. And so you might see some lists with that in there. The Chaos Marauder Horsemen went up 20. That's a pretty good percentage change there. It's kind of odd that they're so close to the Knights, but I think with their shoot and flee capability, that probably is right about correct. The Varanguard, they went down 20 to 280, and then also the Darkfire Demon Rift went up 30 to 80 points. Not sure about that one because that did damage based on the number of wizards and endless spells, and they did reduce the number of endless spells that you can have on the board. So that kind of seems like it might be a little bit extreme, but I guess playing testing will tell. And that's it. So those were the quick rundown of the changes for the General Handbook 2020 for the points and what changed via the PDF that was released yesterday. So I hope you guys found this useful, and I didn't interject or stumble too much. So let me know what you guys think. If you like the video, click on subscribe. Let me know. Like and subscribe it. We will try and get a more in-depth overview of these points out on one of our next shows. Thanks and have a good day.